Hey guys, what's up? It's Clay Ranger 143 here, along with
Emergency Action Notification Man. But not Thunderbuddy 01. And
why are we doing this again?
so turns out that the unit that I had before, back in Season 6, was completely defective. And that was explaining the reason behind the horrendously loud speaker and the fact that it wasn't activating. So I said, shit, I got a working unit now. Knock on wood. You're sitting on my foot, dog.
And yes, Xerxes was talking shit to the other dog barking over there earlier, but... and the other dog is still talking shit. Yes, we know Xerxes is big and fat.
But he's a,
Look at his fucking lip.
he's a big boy.
You're sitting on my foot, Xerxes. You're literally on my fucking foot.
Say hi to the camera.
He's camera shy.
Nah, not really. He's right here.
Anyways, as another plane proceeds to fly by. Actually, there is a serial number on this, right?
I think?
Wait a minute. Maybe it's inside the battery compartment. No, it's not. Well, anyways, no, it's not in there. Anyway,
Get off my foot now.
consider this a redo episode. So, yeah. As I proceed to...
Silently scream on the inside because I know I gotta go through the complicated fucking setup once more with this fucking piece of crap.
So, yeah. Anyways, guys, on this episode of Radio Reviews, as Xerxes gets off Nicholas's foot, in this episode, we're going to be taking a look at the radio that is a very overly produced Radio Shack. They overdid it. It was reviewed in Season 6, but as we've said, this is a redo episode, and I think this is slightly different from the previous one. So, this is the Honeywell RN507W redo. Unfortunately, I was too late with recording.
Yes, if you're wondering, I belched. But anyway, so if we may talk about the radio at hand here, the Honeywell RN507W.
Yes, indeed. So, yes, as you remember, this was reviewed in Season 6, and now it's back in Season 12, exactly 6 seasons later.
And being filmed on an actual camera.
Yes.
Because, if y'all remember, as Michael continues to have his Discord notifications blow up because he doesn't turn the ringer off. Thank you.
I was going to do that
Anyway,
smart ass.
Better a smartass than a dumbass.
Anyways.
So yeah, now this episode is being filmed on an actual camera because...
And it actually performs better with Vegas.
Yeah, and let's just say that the reason why I say it's being recorded on an actual camera, because it literally is. This is a Sony... that is not a Cybershot.
That is a Handycam CX190.
Yeah.
HDR CX190.
Yes. As opposed to a unstable as hell Samsung Galaxy J7, which corrupted some of the freaking segments. And
I remember that.
yeah, you were not happy.
Nope. I remember that piece of shit. I still have it.
Yeah, but thankfully not as an actual camera.
No, and thankfully I got a fucking replacement phone. The good kind.
Yeah, the iPhones.
Apple.
But yeah, so Honeywell RN507W. It's... At least this particular model is a lot better made. I mean, some of the buttons are a little bit finicky, but...
And yeah, another thing I noticed, if I may, for a second. One quick thing I did notice is that compared to the old version that we reviewed or the first version, really, they're both the same version pretty much. Compared to the one in Season 6, this one, when you press a button, it clicks. And I don't mean the buttons click. The actual speaker itself clicks, which is something that the previous one didn't do. As a matter of fact, your previous one is in the closet.
Yeah, but that one is powered off permanently, and I'm using that one for parts.
Yeah. And before I get batteries and put it back on again.
No, it won't. it legit won't activate, and that.
I know.
And speaking of activating, this radio actually went off for the weekly test today.
Yeah, this is one of the rare working Honeywells.
Yeah, Mitchell's apparently died.
I can see why, because these things are such pieces of shit.
I think Holly's is working.
I don't even know. But these things are so shit. It's a damn shame. You know, because they only made a handful of these damn Honeywells, and you already know that there is a version of this radio with the projector, the PCR 507W, and this is the.
All right, who the hell has a fart can on their car?
For once, it's not Ellie with a dual exhaust tone. Anyways, yeah. We're going to get into this radio's cool quirks and weird features. Doug DeMuro vibes you once again as Xerxes proceeds to commit slip on the deck. Look at this.
Sleepy dog. He's a sleepy boy.
But, anyways, as the clock hits 2,000 hours, let's get to the first feature, and that is the button beeps.
This radio apart.
Oh, yes, I am. You better believe it. Anyways, the button beeps on the Honeywell RN507W working version.
We could probably name this episode Take 2 instead of adding working version.
I know.
Okay, alarm clock head ass.
So yeah, you get the point. They honestly sound just like a 261, 262, 382, 521, whatever you want to call it. And the TN924W as well as the PCR 507W, which is basically this version with the projector on the side, whatever that does. Supposedly that projects the clock onto your ceiling or somewhere else.
Yeah, it does. It projects it to either the wall or the ceiling.
That is fucking cool. I cannot wait to get my hands on one of those. Maybe I could contact DuPont 8900 to possibly, work something out with him. I have been thinking of contacting him with that. And if he watches this video, which he might, yeah, if you want to try and work something out with me in my DMs for more episodes of radio reviews, feel free, because I am eager to review some of your radios too, like the R200, the rectangular flat Motorola radio, whatever that's called, the MWR 822,
I think it is.
Yeah.
It's either that or the 815. It's one of them.
MWR 822, probably the 822. But yeah, if you want to work something out of my DMs, feel free to message me. But yeah, why don't we get into the next feature, and that would be the Siren Test, as Nicholas proceeds to observe his Apple Watch.
Yeah, Miami lit up, and I was wondering if a statement was posted for Palm Beach County, which is covered by KC 50, but it wasn't.
So, anyways, on to the button beep's successor, the Siren Test. Okay, the Siren Test on the Honeywell RN507W. So yeah, oh yeah, it does that. I forgot it does that.
Yeah, so the siren on this thing is literally just a 262, but This thing is essentially just a glorified 262 with FM radio. The one thing that Honeywell did right, in my opinion, and just like temperature sensors and all that. And why did my phone just
What?
From WFSB, Middlesex County is now at high risk of COVID-19 transmission.
New Jersey or Massachusetts?
WFSB is Connecticut. So.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Fuck you, COVID-19, stupid fucking piece of shit. Anyway, yeah, the Siren Test is pretty much no contest, just like a 262. Or any of the ones mentioned earlier, you know, 261, 382, 521, you get the point by now. But, yeah, why don't we get into the next feature? And that will be the overall design of it, because it's pretty awkward. Okay, so the design and fuck! The design of the Honeywell RN507W, you know what, just for that, I will get back at you for that, trust me when I say that. So anyways, yeah, the design of it, it looks a bit overdone, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes you have to overdo it to outrun the competition and all that. But I mean, so let's go from front to back. You have this ginormous cloth speaker grill,
which is actually quite cool looking because it looks like they took a little bit of inspiration from Radio Shack with the 996.
a little bit. This was before the 996 was made, so I saw that.
Is that excuse me? Is that a train bell? Somewhere.
I don't know, but
Probably hearing things.
But yeah, so this is the front. You have blue screens. Insert blue screen of death here. You have two screens. I can guarantee you it's probably just like one screen with a big divider in between. On the top screen you have a 12262 style screen with the phrasing NOAA weather with all public alert radio. That really bothers me.
NOAA weather with public alert radio.
It says NOAA weather with all public alert radio.
All public alert. All public alert radio. All public alert.
And
bitch ass.
You have the you have the warning, watch, and advisory lights, which you have a red warning light, a yellow watch light, and
a green statement light.
It's not even a
statement. It's an advisory light too.
Yeah, it's not even a statement light. It's an advisory light, and the outline for it is blue, and yet the light itself is green.
Bruh.
Part of me honestly wants to take this radio apart and put a 3mm LED where the advisory light is, and just swap it to blue, just so it's a little bit more consistent. But I don't know how hard it is or how easy it is to modify one of these things, let alone.
It's already fragile enough.
Then you have the NOAA and public alert logos with some sort of like warm color, color filtering on it.
He's tickling me.
Yeah, Xerxes is like that. He's clingy. Then you have on this bottom screen here, you have your clock with up there. You have a region map for time zones, and there would be a.
Can you believe this? Can you believe this? And now he's sitting on my foot, and he's under the table. Dummy.
Yeah, so over here normally would be a little pyramid type thing with the which would tell you that the radio is attempting to receive a signal from the NIST Time Center.
Now, NIST stands for National Information.
Let me
actually wait.
Yeah, while you pull that up.
I know what it stands for.
But yeah, then over here you have, this would be, if I turn down the...
National Institutes of Standards and Technology.
And, hello? do not tell me that this is one of those radios where you have to have it plugged in to play FM.
It is, remember?
But yeah, so over here would be your AM FM, your FM station.
Yeah. FM only.
And this is where the preset number would be, along with your, looks like battery power and a low battery icon. Over here you have your, and over here is the temperature sensor, which also functions as the alarm clock.
Yeah. Quite a lot of combined things in the setup, as well as the radio's infrastructure in terms of firmware.
Yeah, and that's just the front. So on the side you have the tuning knob, which is for FM. And I can tell that it's digital tuning because one, it stops every now and then. It's like it feels like you're turning a dial. Same thing for the volume. Over here you have your alert on off switch. And then on the back, you have more buttons.
Yay! Fuck!
You have your Celsius and Fahrenheit and wave button. I'm not sure what this does.
Wave button?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I know if you press that button, it switches between Celsius and Fahrenheit. And since we live in America and we are actually sane people.
Actually, I don't think I remember seeing that before.
Well, we'll find out what it does. Oh, okay, so I just released that button, and it looks like now it's trying to, pull the time information from the National
National Institute of Standards and Technology.
That one. It's trying to it looks like it's trying to pull the time signal from there. I said that weird, from there. Now on the, also you have your up button, which controls, the, like some of the date and time settings. This is not the same up and down button that these two do.
Air quality. Fucking cool.
The moon, yeah.
Next to the silhouette of all the trees and such, but anyway.
But yeah, so these two control the date and time, and I probably just changed something up. And while you're not setting the date and time, this also changes the clock between 12-hour and 24-hour time. And because I like 24-hour time, I'm gonna leave it there. And if you press and hold it, this actually adjusts the time zone that you're in. So let's say if you're in like Chicago or something, you would have this map of the United States that's right, it'll focus.
It's right about in the left-hand corner next to the clock, but
yeah,
that's really the design of it. I mean, there's two separate screens, just like the TN924W, which we reviewed in Season 11.
Yeah.
And that thing was a freaking behemoth and a half to review.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was a massive weather station. Like, if you had it in your hands, I know you've never seen a TN924W in person, but
I would love to see it.
When you do, you are going to be disgusted with the size. It's complete. It's so cumbersome. It's like if you took. Okay. Have you seen at least an old classic Macintosh, like from the 80s, in person? Have you seen. Okay.
Man, remember those old Gateway computers? Does that count?
What kind?
Like the Gateway desktops?
Like the all-in-ones?
I think?
No, not the all-in-ones. That's too big. But it's kind of like, you know, the cooler that you have.
Oh, you mean the one that I got this nasty bruise from trying to get?
That cooler. Oh yeah, that cooler. The red and white one.
Yeah.
It's like if you took the side diameter of the cooler, squared it up, took it out, and there you go. That's how big it is.
I see.
It is a massive radio. It's so big. My hand didn't even fit over the weather display for the weather station.
Oh,
it was massive. And you were in that episode.
Yeah, I remember that episode pretty well.
But yeah, the day you see that radio is the day that your jaw is gonna fucking drop. Cause it is huge for what it is.
But yeah, so I am gonna have to try and get my hands on one of those. Maybe one of my own, or maybe if I just happen to get a meetup planned with Mitchell. Shit.
Something.
But
you know what would be dope if you and Mitchell arrived at my house at the same fucking time, and you would see his radios that you don't have. Oh my god! Can you imagine that?
oh yeah.
Holy shit! But yeah, you go ahead and do the next feature. I will be right back. I'm gonna go get some.
You're gonna go spank it or what? All right. So what should I do next? That is the main question.
I know what you should do.
What?
The obnoxiously complicated setup.
All right. So the setup on this radio. So personally, I've gotten used to this because I have used this radio before. But for those of you that are just learning how to use it, it's kind of difficult. So what you have to do in order to set, well, obviously there's stuff like from the 12262, like country, language, and all that. That's all done through this little directional pad right here. But for the date and time, you gotta press and hold the mode button and make sure that the little thing down there is not set to the alarm. And you use these up and down buttons right here to adjust the setting. And once you're done, you press the mode button. And yeah, it's pretty easy, but the only thing is if you mess up and you already move on to the next setting, you gotta go through all the settings that you just went through and do the same exact process and get it just right. Now the clock on here is a little bit fast for some reason, but I will fix that off camera. So, and holy shoot, that is a huge SVR from St. Louis. But yeah, and then if you want to change the time zone, you gotta press and hold this button right here, and just hope to God that you get the right time zone. And I should note that it automatically defaults to the, what is it? It automatically defaults to the Pacific time zone. So you got to make sure that you set the time 3 hours behind, and well, at least 1 to 3 hours behind, depending on the time zone that you're in. And then you got to press and hold the zone button. Personally, it's a little bit complicated, but like I said, I've gotten used to it. But yeah, on that note, I'm not sure what Michael intends on doing next, so I'm gonna do the speaker quality next. All right, so the speaker quality. So I would showcase the FM. I'm sorry, what? It silences out the FM if the battery's too low. So that's something new, but let's go with the WXM80 real quick.
20 knots, managing to 10 knots after midnight.
So right now it's at volume 1. And that was a fire truck that was going by. I can guarantee you that was Squad 209 from Long Hill.
Winds 5 to 10 knots.
Anyways.
Waves 1 foot or less. For Friday night, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 foot or less. Saturday, west winds 5 to 10 knots.
What's this segment?
Waves 1 foot or less. The showers.
Yeah.
Winds and waves may be higher in and near thunderstorms. The National Marine Fisheries Service announces the voluntary restrictions under the right whale flow zone program is currently in effect southeastern Nantucket Island to protect an aggregation of right whales.
What are you holding behind your back?
Just get on with it. Just get on with it.
So, speaker quality is okay. I would have tried out with FM, but apparently it shuts out FM if the batteries are too low.
Now, with that one, it's a good speaker. That I can understand. But unfortunately, if you have one like this, that is shit. What's good, cuh?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, this.
I'm a madman. I brought out the freaking
Information.
Honeywell.
It's Sandy Hook. Flight 11:29. 12:18 p.m. Friday.
This is the one from season 6. This is the working one. But yeah, no differences visually at least, but one thing's for sure, it has a crappy speaker.
Yeah. And there's a reason why I did decommission that.
Yeah, because look at this. On this one, the buttons don't click. They click a little bit, but on this, it's more apparent.
Alright, but either way, so now that we've covered the speaker quality and somehow managed to temporarily revive that piece of garbage.
Yeah, this thing doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't even have an antenna because I took it off.
And put it on that one? No, that's not the original antenna. That's a completely different antenna.
This is the factory antenna.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Was 29.96. Rising.
If it wasn't the factory antenna, then how can I do this?
Oh, by the way, the weather snooze button. See? Did you see that?
Yeah, like you press it and it wouldn't work.
See?
The area. Between 79 and 82 degrees.
Yeah,
That one has the same problem.
It was partly cloud. Chester. It was fair.
Oh, hey!
Three waters. And
Anyway, so now that we've done the speaker quality, let's do the reception next.
Yes. All right, the reception indoors and outdoors as it is about to pass 2021 hours high. Anyway, so yeah,
You mix the batteries?
they're rechargeables.
You mix the battery types?
No, they're the same type, it's just different brands.
Why would you mix the brands? That bothers me.
Because this one took all the rest. But anyways, yeah. The reception. First off, indoors, then outdoors. And I'm going to use my foot to hold it because this thing's such a fucking big-ass radio. You need more than one thing to hold it in place.
and a slight. The pressure was 29.94.
WXJ42 in Meriden.
It's Sikorsky Memorial Airport in Bridgeport. It was mostly cloudy.
That is a big-ass observation. Sikorsky Memorial Airport in Bridgeport.
Yeah, that.
Bruh.
The wind was wested. For Sunday, mostly sunny. A slight chance of showers.
You have W Crackly M80.
Northeast winds around 10 miles per hour.
Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies.
Sunny. Highs in the mid-70s. Around 5 miles per hour. And for Tuesday, the Health Administration recommends scheduling
WWH33.
environment. Anyone overcome by heat should be moved to a cool.
How are they still off the air?
Weather radio broadcast or visit weather.gov.
How?
Weather information.
Imagine Coral 35. And imagine WXM80 too, since they're
Shut.
crackling. No, since they're crackling. Hi, Callie. Anyways, now to go outdoors, and with the snap of my Thanos finger, I shall go in the right place, because since this shit ass doesn't know how to do it properly, you fucking cannibalistic bitch.
Bruh. So, I am outside now. My car is okay. I need a flashlight. Thank God I have my 310 with me. So, I'm outside. I don't know where Michael went. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, Mr. You know what? Just for that. I hope he didn't fart in there. Were you stroking it in there too?
Oh, fuck.
Anyways, I think I'm gonna go get some dessert now. See ya. No, in all seriousness, hold up.
You are the worst.
Anyway.
Also, my Thanos finger snapping doesn't work that well either.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah. Ellie trapped me in her ass again. Her hot, sweaty ass.
Why are you sipping on my car, bro?
It's stinking hot in there.
You're like, no. Get the fuck back in there.
I'm kind of stuck. I'm legit stuck.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm legitimately stuck.
Little boy blue.
It
Anyways.
didn't work, did it?
No, it did not.
How well did it fail? It wasn't good.
Well, you were stuck in the trunk, so.
Stuck in the trunk and it was taking it in like the fucking little baby.
So anyways, yeah. Now that we're outdoors, we can actually test the reception. So.
Yeah, Madison Avenue might be a little bit busy, so.
I'm not going there.
Oh, where are you going then?
Just down the road.
Oh, Jesus.
Kind of like where the
Yeah.
windows are. Hey, baby. Wait a minute.
Oh, Jesus. What are you gonna do? What? Oh, Jesus.
I scared Katie. Hey, Ellie already tried to kill me thanks to my stupid teleportation skills. Well, let's just say she trapped me in the damn trunk. Like Maggie did to Zion's cream soda. Anyway.
There's a Norfolk Southern Storm and a NorCal Dude 599.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. And I got a wood chip in my fucking foot. Maybe all to the side so we're not like right in the middle of the road. I was thinking more so over here so we're not trespassing on property.
Okay.
Not used to city life.
Really? I couldn't tell.
No.
Fucking Boonies head ass.
Alright, so come over here, we're gonna do the reception. Outdoors.
Seas 3 to 4 feet. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Area fog with visibility 1 nautical mile or less. Friday night, southwest wind. Be cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the upper 60s. Wednesday.
Oh, we might want to wrap this up. The battery's at 1 bar.
Already?
Yeah.
You're kidding me right now.
Yeah, that's right. Go on your Tesla Model X.
This weather information.
Eh.
This weather radio station is temporarily off the air.
I hear KHB47.
Broadcast or visit weather.gov for the latest weather information.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Crossfade?
The weather radio station is temporarily off the air. And it bombed early this.
So yeah, the reception is okay at least. I mean, considering how it gets like, you know, most of the channels out here, it'll be okay, but it's okay. We gotta switch out batteries now, don't we?
Yeah, so why don't we just use our Thanos fingers and snap back inside?
Where am I gonna teleport this time, I wonder. On to the next feature.
So evidently I have been teleported to the middle of the stairway.
Rated R, bitch!
What are you guys laughing at?
My palm is like the
Michael, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't even leave you alone for 5 seconds without seeing you hump something. It's like what is this? Your sex doll?
It was your idea.
No, it wasn't. Let's not reveal the behind the scenes of this. So, first question is, where is my Honeywell?
Right there.
Oh. It was standing here watching you. You realize that this was standing right by the futon, just watching you hump your air mattress like it's one of your fucking French girls.
Yeah.
And your hands are on your chest like you're covering up your fucking man tits. Like, oh my gosh, don't suck my man titties. I need all the semen. What?
You drank all the fucking milk, man. Fucking vacuum on the.
Oh Jesus H Christ.
Okay.
Dysfunctional family at its finest. But
What were we doing again?
so we had just finished up the outdoor reception.
Oh yeah.
And as you proceed to almost knock over the laundry bin.
Billy. Oh yeah. FM only.
Alright, so as this lovely fan blows into my face to help cool me off because I am hotter than a fucking French girl right now. And no, before you get any ideas, not the horny way. Let's talk about the FM only on this radio. So unfortunately, you cannot access FM if the batteries are too low, like it says here. Even though these are freshly charged, I don't know why the fuck it's saying it's the batteries are low. But yeah, so so the FM can be accessed by pressing this button up here, and you would be using this knob right here to select the frequencies, and you'd be using this knob to turn up the FM speaker, because apparently this has two separate speakers for two separate things. It might, I don't even fucking know, but
If you want to see how that works, it's literally the same thing as it is with old Honeywell. And we'll insert some footage from season 6 into this episode because it's a really
yeah. So I believe, I believe you can store up to 20 presets with this.
I think 20, yes.
Yeah. So that's already an amazing feature on its own, but the fact that it's FM only kind of kills it. If this had AM as well, then this could have been a real competitor to the 519. Because that had AM and FM, as well as weather.
And Skywarn.
Which sometimes it doesn't fucking work.
Which sometimes the Skywarn doesn't fucking ever be used.
It could actually be used as a scanner as well.
Yeah.
But anyways,
On some certain frequencies, I should mention.
yeah.
Not work with all frequencies.
But anyways, now that we've covered the, so the FM is just alright. I'm not going to demonstrate it because I don't have the power cord, and some of the stations are playing copyrighted music anyway. So now that we got the FM only out of the way, I think we should discuss the build quality next.
Actually, no.
No?
Discuss the temperature sensor on it.
No, because most of the fucking radios that we review.
No. Atomic time. Atomic time.
Alright. Let's discuss that next.
So, like the Radio Shack 12-253, it has atomic clock. And as you can clearly see, it is 9:07 turning 9:08 or 21:08 hours right about now.
And the clock is a minute fast for some fucking reason, so I will fix that later.
So it's really 21:07.
Yes.
Nevertheless, it has atomic time, which is, I must say, like an elite level feature, if I'm honest, because you don't see too many radios have, excuse me for a second, I'm sorry about that. Yep. You do not see that many weather radios, especially of this caliber, that has atomic time. Like, the 12-253 was already rare enough in itself to have atomic time, and that was made back in 2000. or 1999 or whatever. But that was atomic time, and that had atomic time. But this one does, and this was made like 10-ish years after, or 5 years after, or something.
Probably.
All we know is it was made around 2008 or 7, possibly 6.
We don't know, okay?
But
Leave us alone!
anyways, the atomic time can actually be very useful in case your radio loses power, because it can sync up to the atomic time by NIST, I believe.
Yeah. The only thing is, it might be a tad bit picky.
Yeah, that's the only issue with it, and it's also the same problem with the BC370 CRS as well as the 253 as well, because the BC370 CRS has atomic time.
Yeah. I figured out how to freaking get it to sync manually. You gotta press and hold this thing, the wave button.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's what I thought it was for, atomic time, but I just wasn't sure.
But yeah, so it's really useful. It's really helpful for those people, for those of you that are too lazy to set up the time on your own.
Hey, fuck you! The power went out several fucking times. Several times.
Bitch.
Yeah, go back to fucking your mattress, boy. So.
Wait, what?
What?
I'm full of surprises.
Really? I couldn't fucking tell.
Yeah!
So, now that we've discussed the atomic time, this radio is too basic to cover the temperature sensor, and when...
Basic!
Yeah, and is that a scratch that I am seeing right there? Yep, that is a scratch right there on the display, right next to the D-pad.
Hold on, let me see.
But, as Michael holds the, fuck, what's the name of that driver? Jeff Gordon?
Jeff Gordon and Ryan Newman when he was still in the 12 and when Penske ran Dodge.
Oh, you mean Crashy at Daytona?
Oh no! Oh no! Also, I got rid of the scratch somewhat. It looks like it was fairly recently made. I don't remember seeing that there.
I don't remember either, but, oh yeah, into the NASCAR community, no offense, but fuck y'all, Monster Jam is better. And on that note,
Fuck you!
why would you want to fuck me?
Fuck you, NASCAR's a bit better.
Yeah, turn left for 500 fucking laps. Yeah,
And right on some areas.
yeah, some.
Yep.
Some.
Hey, all you do is fucking do a bunch of backflips until you fucking die.
Backflips, big air.
Backflips, big air, front
Donuts.
whatever the fuck. Donuts.
Bicycle.
Oh yeah. You like the cops eat regularly?
Yeah, bicycling. You also do moonwalks by getting the truck off on the front two wheels. Yeah.
Who the fuck wants to watch people imitate Michael Jackson with monster trucks?
I do.
Yeah! Point taken.
So on that note, why don't we discuss the build quality next?
Oh wait, hey.
What?
Did you stop recording?
No.
I just noticed this on the Ryan Newman diecast. You're using a Sony Handycam. Sony Handycam on the trunk lid.
It'll focus. Focus, you piece of garbage. There we go. You can kind of see it.
I just noticed that. How coincidental is that? And this is with the Altel Justice League Dodge.
Who remembers the old days when Monster Jam went to Altel Stadium? Put your answers in the comments below.
Who remembers when Altel was in NASCAR as well? They're not in it anymore. And that was also his main sponsor when he was with Penske.
Imagine NASCAR.
Imagine Monster Jam. They lost their stride and so did NASCAR.
They're both turning to shit by the year.
Anyways, why don't we discuss the build quality next on this radio?
Alright.
You gonna interrupt me anymore?
Actually, yes, because we're not into the build quality yet because... No, hear me out. Hear me out. We
What?
should discuss the time zones.
Pacific, Central, Mountain, and Eastern.
Let's discuss all four on this because this is one of the few radios to have that. And the 253 has it.
I think we kind of discussed it. Okay, I saw some. Oh, shoot. Apparently from this angle, it can actually kind of get the NIST signals.
So yeah, let's just discuss the time zones next.
Alright. Okay, so the time zones. Pacific, Mountain, Central, and Eastern. Okay, next feature. No. So
Actually, a very useful feature.
I think I kind of discussed this when yeah, I can't get those counties, but yeah. So yeah, the time zones. I think I briefly discussed this when talking about the setup, but the time zone can actually be changed on the back of the radio, right over there with the up button. You gotta press and hold it, and it'll automatically change your time zone based on. It'll automatically change the time based on the zone you set it for. So let's say if we were in. So let's say if we were in the Burning Torch. I mean the state of California. Sorry, Javier. Sorry, Javier.
I need to take your black and silver.
No, the black and silver is mine. I've had it since 2015. It is not yours.
Oh shit, you're in trouble now.
Hey, you want some scrambled eggs? Sure, let me just fire up California real quick.
Alright, that's it. That's it.
Katie, stop him, please.
You asked for it, Nicholas.
Anyway, so if you press and hold this, now we are in the Mountain Time Zone, like Arizona. Fucking bitches don't use fucking daylight savings time, and that bothers the shit out of me. And guess what? Arizona is yet another burning torch of the country. You're welcome.
At least it's Arizona.
Yeah, this is the Arizona.
Certain people also need to take notes that Phoenix isn't necessarily the best weather office. Recom.
Now we could go to Central Time by pressing and holding the button again. And
Michael, what'd you do with
Yeah.
my Bluetooth speaker just out of curiosity?
oh, I brought it back inside. I think I might have put it on the kitchen table.
Yeah, I was using it for radio.
Okay.
Of course, because you gotta play the theme song whenever we introduce the radio. It lets me get my stride up.
That's all. Quit having orgies.
Fuck off!
How about you?
How about you,
I have Katie for that.
bitch?
Oh, Javier, didn't you say you were gonna slap Michael real quick?
What do you mean?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're good. It's open until 9 p.m.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I thought I locked you last night.
That scared me.
God, I fucking hate being short.
Yes.
Anyways, so now we are in Central Time, where the funny Chicago people live. Oh yeah, by the way, the Bears suck. And now we are back in the lovely Eastern Time Zone. So this is really useful. It can actually help you remember like where you are instead of having to leave it on Pacific and just set the time through there. Not a lot of radios have this, and I believe the 12253 is one of the only radios that also have this feature. So
If I can move the fuck along to the next feature.
we're gonna be talking about the build quality next. Okay, so the build quality on the Honeywell. So this is definitely a weirdly built radio. It's definitely is one of the more interesting ones out there, and I just noticed there is a loose screw on the antenna, so I will be fixing that off camera. But yeah, It's not as bad as the one that we reviewed in season 6. It is definitely a little bit better than that one, because for one, the speaker actually works properly.
Use air conditioning to stay good on vulnerable friends.
And as WXM80 continues to crackle and piss me the fuck off, it does feel like kind of cheap plastic, like not the kind of cheap plastic like on a WX268 where it fucking yellows at the slightest hint of light. But it definitely is not one of the higher end plastics that you would see on like a Midland radio, for example. Or even a Sangean for that matter. But the build quality, I'd pass. Like I'll give it a pass. I'm not gonna be like too graceful with it, but I'm not gonna be too merciless with it either. But yeah, so now that we covered the build quality, short, sweet, and to the point, I'm gonna get into the final thoughts on this radio, unless Michael decides to add in another feature that I somehow managed to skip over because brevity and ad revenue. Alright, so my final thoughts on the Honeywell RN507W, at least one of the working ones, because the one I had in season 6 did not work. If you're going for a collector, if you're going after this radio from a collector standpoint, I'd honestly say go for it. It is an interesting little radio, as it flashes the oddly colored signal loss indicator at me. But if you're starting out, just get like a more common and more normal, I guess, weather radio. This is definitely one of the funkier ones that I own. But I will say I am glad that this one is working compared to the other one. I think I paid like around 20 or 30, maybe even 40 bucks for it. I don't remember, but it was going for a cheap price. And the first one that I got back in 2019, that one just straight up died, and I got that for a cheap price. So hey, buy cheap, buy twice. So on that note, I'd say go for it if you're going after this radio from a collector standpoint, but I would not get this as a first. But yeah, on that note, I think that concludes this episode. Be sure to strike them likes, follow that subscribe button, and twist that notification bell. Also be sure to subscribe to Claybanger69, NorCal Dude 599, and Norfolk Southern Storm over here. And we will see you guys next time. This is Thunderbird 01 signing out along with NorCal Dude 599, Claybanger 143, and
Norfolk Southern Storm.
And I'm gonna put this back in my room where it belongs and put it back on the charger before I absolutely murder these batteries like Katie does. Am I wrong?
Love you too, Nicholas.
Love you too, Katie. Alright, so I'm about to go downstairs. When did you two get here?
We just teleported.
Yeah, we teleported here.
Makes sense. Alright, so... And that is weird. I thought I had the Honeywell in my hand. I can't do it! Oh, God. Well, this already failed. Jesus Christ.
I started laughing and I couldn't even get a sentence out when I heard you guys calling.
Oh gosh, take two. Why is my Honeywell not in my hand? And
Oh, Daddy, you chicken!
What the? Michael, what are you doing? Oh God! How did you two get behind me? That's what I want to know first.
Oh, fucking hell!
Oh God! Jesus Christ!
Take 3!
Alright, so I am evidently very sweaty. I've been outside for quite some time now, and
Kansas Coast is the best day. Fuck yeah!
what the fuck? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I almost fell down the stairs. Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ.
Take 4! God damn it!
Alright, so I am evidently very sweaty after being outside in absolutely humid conditions. And,
Hi.
when did you two get here?
We've been here since the day we were born.
Since now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But, yeah, as we go...
Oh, this feels really good, man!
What? What the fuck are you doing?
Nicholas, you fuck up! You fucked it up!
I can't keep a straight face during this.
Neither can I!
Oh, good God.
I'm being made out as the laughing stock of this damn video!
Oh, that... Jesus.
Take 5!